Yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Breathe just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weekend, harmless. Take to the streets.
What a monumental night Love Dive was on Saturday. Well, tonight we are going to be advancing towards Locked In with an action-packed card with some fallout from Love Dive. So why don't we strap on in, because we've got 2 locked-in qualifiers here tonight, and there are big uns and doozies that we're going to be starting the night out with as well. So let's get to that opener right now. Well, from Japan to Germany, we're continuing the international tour here tonight.
Contest is a fatal 4-way match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Alpha Academy from Phoenix, Arizona, Maxine Dupree.
And as the tour continues to round us out towards Locked In, we start the night with our first of 5 qualifiers for the Prospects Championship. That Locked In bout set in 4 weeks' time. One of these 4 stars will be entering the chamber, ready to earn a championship. Dupree, the first of the set, looking to break out per se.
Her opponent, first, representing the Street Profits from Canton, Ohio, B-Fab.
Not the most successful member of the Alpha Academy in IPW, but looking to be the most successful solo star. As for B-Fab, well, she is here. Not considered favorite in this matchup, but hey, she can and will show up. And as a member of the Street Profits, going to bring the first piece of gold to the faction in IPW. Well, that's a bit of Fatal Influence music. I'm intrigued to see who of the factions coming out for this. Well, it appears to be their newest recruit.
And representing Fatal Influence from Birmingham, Alabama, Lane E. Reed.
Laney Reed. Set for action. Singles action at that. That one member of Fatal Influence we're yet to really see competing. And well, with the fact that Kiana James has struggled to break out in the Prospects Championship division, falling short during that tournament, as well as falling short to the Sapphire champion Julia in their title bout. Chance now for someone else in IPW's flagship faction to break out and earn their championship shot.
Pledge your allegiance.
And we round out this lineup with a former women's tag team champion.
From Ayrshire, Scotland, Piper Niven.
Last week, on Saturday, previous to this week, Niven lost the championships alongside Green to Fatal Influence. So, while it's not the same person who took away the title, you gotta feel there's some hatred cut from Niven towards Reed heading into this bout. And we are set. Your Fatal 4-Way. Winner heads to Locked In. We are seeing our first star guaranteed to be competing at the pay-per-view. We get underway. Big Man Lennon, your referee in charge of the carnage here for your opening bout, and an early roll-up attempt. Not gonna work out for Niven as the pin is broken up by Dupree and Reed. Carnage, as we say, obviously. Niven's had the most in-ring experience in IPW as of late, defending the women's tag team championships, as well as a couple of singles bouts here and there. Niven, the only issue is unsuccessful in title defenses, and it was a surprising outcome that, losing the belts back to Fatal Influence, considering the fact that, Niven and Green beat both Nix and Jane in those singles bouts. They beat them for the titles. They were 3 for 3, but when it comes to defending a title, it's not necessarily the hardest accomplishment to do, but it's easier to win it than to keep a hold of it. That is a time-tested truth, as the carnage here in this opener has built to the outside, weapons brought into play. Dupree battling with Reed, as inside the ring it's B-Fab and Niven. Piper getting a little cocky here, charges in, connects onto B-Fab in the corner. Meanwhile, Dupree hits a spinning heel kick. We said that Niven was getting a bit cocky, and it comes to haunt her as Dupree just drops her. Almost busts her open, you have to feel, with the back of that heel. But Niven, unfazed, still able to fight, going for the cover there onto Reed. But Laney, we haven't really talked about, nor B-Fab. You've got to feel of the stars in this bout. It's Reed and B-Fab who are the underdogs of this affair. However, you've got great tutelage for both of them. Street Profits in Dawkins and Ford. Great mentors for B-Fab. Reed has, now a former world champion in IPW. But she does have a couple of tag champs in the midst of that lineup. So she is in great company nonetheless. Now, as we build up towards Locked In, what's to follow is obviously the showdown. And you kind of want to be impressing. These Fatal 4-Ways, they have implications predominantly for Locked In. If you perform well, you rise up the rankings you could be entering a division that's well fit for the showdown. B-Fab's busted open here. And Niven is just causing carnage, dropping a lot of different people. The baseball bat gets swung and it drops B-Fab. Dupree now trying to take over. Sends Niven running. It goes for the cover. But Niven, she's just going to watch that from the little jog she's doing and send some carnage towards Dupree. Carnage, the word of the day, as Niven charges in. Tries to connect with the splash, but Lady avoids it. Weapons in play, and well, B-Fab brings a chair into the ring. Opts to go for the dropkick instead as a crucifix bomb from Reed. Puts down B-Fab. The eyes are on Dupree, who's lining up Reed. Charges in. Connects with the splash. Niven swings for the fences of the fisherman suplex. Coming through from Maxine. She is a very talented wrestler. Developed her skills, but right now she could be flattened. Niven ascends to the second rope and drops on her, squashing Dupree. The cover comes through. Reed barely able to break that pin up. Laney up and down a little natural selection. Putting Niven in a bad predicament as she lines the kill shot up. Bang! Knee to the face. And Reed connects for the cover. A big time kick out from Piper at 1. Scaves off the offense, but that's a big time brain buster. Laney gets flattened with a black hole slam. This is just pandemonium. We're seeing so many big shots coming through from these ladies, all trying to obviously get themselves into the title picture. We've seen the Prospects Championship shift hands recently, especially at Turmoil. Sorry, not Turmoil. Love Dive. That's what pay-per-view we just got out of. Haha. Anyway. Electric chair position. Dupree hooks the arms and bridges through. She drops Laney into the canvas. Not opting for the cover, it seems. Instead, she's caught. Reed sends her running. The action's focused on the outside. B-Fab getting a bit of revenge. I believe she busted open Niven. Meanwhile, Reed, a big-time boot delivered to Dupree. Cover follows suit. B-Fab in, though. Keeps the matchup alive. We could have had a fatal ending to this battle. Super kick down low. The gut kick working for Laney. Delivering punishment to Niven, but keep your eyes on B-Fab. That awkward kind of powerbomb there. Delivering some damage to Reed. But you have to feel it is, well, Laney in control right now. She has been lights out in this matchup. To start the match, she was quite quiet. She wasn't really the focal point. It was Niven. Dupree, B-Fab, and now Niven really slowing down their offensive. Laney watching on, picking her moment to strike maybe. And in strike she will. She takes Niven's back, sends her running. Oh, can't connect. Instead, it's B-Fab lining her up. A bit of BFT from B-Fab. Planting Laney for the cover. And she just takes the win from underneath the nose of Niven. Well, locked in. A way to get your name, your face on the match card. Qualification does not come easy, and well, B-Fab, I think, stole this one. just out from beneath the noses of everyone involved. She just pins Laney after this initial Blue Thunder kind of Uranagi. And then here, Niven evades. And just watch. BFAB strikes with a BFT. Niven's distracted by Dupree, but the covers come through from BFAB and she gets the win.
Here is your winner, B-Fab.
The first star going to Locked In here in Hamburg. It's BFAB. Probably the best way to describe this man is "and still." Surviving the war at Love Dive. He holds that undisputed world championship from that rubber match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 222 pounds, the undisputed world heavyweight champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Overcoming the OTC, Rhodes looks to continue to forge his title reign. And, well, we may have a clue as to who is in his future, thanks to a decision made by IPW, or more specifically Primetime's general manager Eve Torres, with the fact that she scheduled a special referee for that Love Dive title match. But tonight,
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
it's not a rainmaker in the sights of Rhodes. It is the underdog from the underground. It is Sami frickin' Zayn, alighting the IPW universe here in Germany. Who has the bigger woes in their songs? That's really the battle we've got on our hands. But as it stands, Zayn and Rhodes set to go one-on-one. You might call this a title eliminator. I just call this an absolute banger of a bout to get, well, our second bout of IPW Primetime underway. The crowd behind the champion as we begin this belter. Zayn striking first and, well, delivering a dropkick to get us pumped up. Early pinfall, gonna get it too. Near fall over the champion. Not what you expect to see to start this one off, but Zayn and Rhodes, we know, will battle tooth and nail, never give up attitudes. And the underground, well, the underdog from the underground, the fresher of the two stars. Rhodes obviously a grueling affair at Love Dive with Reigns. He did avoid the spear, but he could not avoid being guillotined, so expect that neck to be a prime target, and Zayn certainly knows it, putting the boots to it early. Follows through, and a lariat even applying more punishment. That head and neck area of Cody is a clear target that Zayn is willing to go after. Springboard offense DDT. Nice execution there from Zayn. We haven't really seen him put into these high stakes situations too often in IPW, but when he does get into them, he certainly performs. Two collar and elbows, and well, Rhodes wins them both, forcing Zayn into the corner. Sami fights back, taking back control, and a Scorpion Death Drop connecting to Rhodes. Cody is well and truly in trouble to start his night off. Zayn taking Rhodes up to one knee, tries to go for the drop kick. Cody avoiding it. Well, he's channeling his late great father, the Rhodes daddy. A little bionic elbow, striking true to the skull of Zayn. Sami gonna shake it off, get back to his feet. Cody, he is staggered early. Zayn, a drop down, a little leapfrog. Oh, tries to go for the drop kick, but Cody evades. Cody may have been going disaster kick, or even Cody could have, but the lights have gone out. Oh no. Clearly, he is not done with him. We said he had his eyes set on the prize, and well, this distraction certainly sets him up. That's the Rainmaker Okada. Special referee from Saturday. As Cody caught, but fighting out the grasp of Zayn. Okada looks to be joining us at ringside, it seems. I believe helping Zayn as the pedigree comes through. Zayn into the cover. 1, 2, no. Cody into the cover, I should say. As the pedigree connects onto Zayn, and he's not done yet. Trying to maybe go for that crossroads, but Zayn is not being hung up in it. In fact, it is Sami who's bringing it to Rhodes. Dragon Sleeper applied. Cody escapes that predicament, but cannot escape the speed and agility that Sami possesses. Zayn sends Rhodes to ringside. Looking to fly. Zayn, caught. A big, stiff right from the American Nightmare. Stopped Zayn in his tracks. And now it's Cody's turn to put a deal of punishment on to Zayn. Springboard. Drop kick from Cody. Into the cover he goes. Looking to put away Sami here. Zayn able to kick out and wisely rolls out to get to safety. May have been going German. Cody gonna avoid it instead. He's going up with Zayn and bringing him crashing down. You see it there. Rhodes, a deep stare down with the Rainmaker. Okada watching on. as the champion does his business. Zayn dropkick busts open the American Nightmare. Returning to the ring, a count of 7. Neither man wants to be counted out, but Zayn, haluva kick attempted. Rhodes evades. Trying to maybe go for a crossroads, but he gets avoided as well. Cody ascends to the heavens. High rent district. A perfect place to launch a missile. Puts Zayn in a bad predicament, and the champion, cocky, brash, brazen taunts, charges in and flattens Zayn. Cody gets back. Well, Zayn gets up quick. Avoids Cody's offense. Neither man able to get that springboard. Cody doesn't need it. Kitchen sink connects. Zayn up quick. Boom with the drop kick. He puts down Cody. Rhodes forced into the corner. Not where you want to be, because a haluva kick is coming for your skull. Cover here for Zayn. 1, 2. Oh, near fall. The champion staying alive. And the champion, fired up, eats the boot and now hooks him up. A crossroads connects. Into the cover, the American Nightmare. Oh, not gonna get the win. Zayn gets to his feet slowly and maybe a bit out of it. Gorebuster comes through from Rhodes. Maybe looking to put a final stamp, a kiss goodnight on this matchup. Cody. Oh, has Zayn up. Not going to be able to get it. Zayn out the back door. And he keeps going maybe for that German, but neither man able to keep that waistlock control long enough to really get that offensive maneuver out. Zayn, snake eyes, staggers Cody, puts him in the corner though. A perfect place for Zayn to fly in. It's not a haluva kick, but it's a hell of a lot of damage. Cody fires up. Zayn, he's frightened by it, because the American Nightmare, he is possessed. Moonsault press connects. And he's gonna keep on moving. Schmoving, some may say. It's now Cody's turn to target the neck of Zayn and keep the underdog of the underground at bay. Lies in wait, hooks him up. Crossroads connects. And the cover to follow suit. Ball game for the champ. Even with the Rainmaker in his corner, Sammy can't get the job done. And it's Cody outperforming him, outlasting a numbers advantage. As Okada looks to keep breathing down the neck of the champion with a close-up view of a potential target to punish the American Nightmare.
Here is your winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Either way, a big victory here for Rhodes. Will it muster up a challenge from Okada? And locked in. Well, early in the night, we've already talked about the Women's Tag Team Championships. But now we actually have a women's tag team matchup. We've got some hot prospects taking to the ring.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from San Fernando, Chile, Stephanie
Vaquer, not typically known for tag team wrestling, but La Primera, always ready to rise to a fight. This team, this lineup that she is a part of, very befitting of her look and style. The Chilean ready to battle here tonight and potentially form an alliance for the future. An alliance that is well suited. When you think of Vaquer, you think of brutal offense, that exhilarating high-flying action. And well, her partner is a former Prospects champion, and she brings the same carnage.
and her partner from Adelaide, South Australia, Zarya.
I'm gonna be honest, these two, they just look and fit the same bill. Realistically, I think this is a well-rounded team that brings such a solid style. The former Prospects champion Zarya losing her belt at Love Dive only a few days ago, looking to bounce back. Not with Kelly Kelly. That was a unique lineup. The Barbie Blonde with the rough and tough Zarya. This is more to the former champion's style and liking. Can these two coexist to find success in the tag division? Or will a hatred be born? Because tonight, they go up against 8.
And their opponents, first, from Kamakura, Kanagawa, Japan, Sarah Carey Tammy.
Saya Kamitani, ready to go to work here. And let's be honest, in the last tag team outing for Saya, it was a successful one, beating Carmen Petrovic as well as Michin. That being a very, I'd say, sluggerish brawler type of bout. This one, it's more about the explosivity, the power game from Zarya, the aerial offense from Vaquer. Saya, and well, we know probably who a partner will be, need to step up. They are to bring it to this brash offensive. Well, we saw Saya enter. It's now time for our partner in crime, Momo.
And her partner, from Japan, Black Beach.
Momo Watanabe, the Black Peach, joining her hateful compatriot. And there's a lot of things I want to talk about here. Obviously, the drastic news at the tail end of Love Dive. We found out who was joining the Primetime roster after, well, their successful pick Ghana from winning at Conquest. Now it's down to this. We get underway, and it's Fakir who's taking control early into this one. Belly to back suplex onto Seiya Kamitani, and well, we're getting a little oh yeah, bit of Booker T, some Devil's Kiss. But as we were saying, the news at the end of Love Dive, the pick, it's another star that I think Seiya and Momo will be happy to see on the Primetime brand. And this, we've talked about Queen's Quest forming together with the fact that we have Io Sky, Seiya, Momo, and now Utami, all on Primetime. Technically, you could even include Niven into the question or equation. We have the full ensemble, or a ensemble, of Queen's Quest here in IPW. The only difference is Momo and Seiya, you don't really class as the friendly sort as they launch their offensive. Nice shoulder block into Zarya. Momo lining up the target, charges through, tries to go for the PK, but it's gonna be blocked, and Zarya delivers her own pump kick. Deadlift powerbomb, putting Momo down. Black Peach, innovative in her style. She can bring some aerial offense. She's, I'd say, very similar to Fakir in what she likes to utilize in her kick. Seiya, the more elegant, the more aerial of the two. Sorry, nice lariat dropping Momo. Caught the roll up here for the Black Peach. Not good for any count, but it's good for Zarya to land that pump kick. In the ring, obviously Zarya, I'd say the most accomplished in IPW in a short period of time, winning that Prospects Championship. Momo and Seiya arguably have had the same amount of time as Zarya, but haven't achieved too much in terms of, well, their accomplishments. But we do know that, well, they are forging a path here in the tag team division as Seiya up to her feet, gonna shrug off that Michinoku driver from Fakir, launch her own offense. Irish whip comes through from Stephanie, gonna put Seiya into her team's corner, but Kamitani back on the offensive. Side rush and leg sweep over the top. Nice punches connecting. Fakir's dropkick misses. Seiya springboard tries to connect, can't connect either. Fakir, Irish whip. She's going to be able to send Seiya into her corner, and the tag does come through, and the Irish whip follows suit. Zarya and Fakir tag teaming, doubling up to deliver the backdrop. And Seiya having to change the tune because she is currently on the receiving end. Spinning heel kick goes wide. Zarya gonna keep the momentum spinning here. This is fast pace. Belly to belly attempted, but well, the headbutt's gonna stop that. Gut kick gonna be the equalizer though for Seiya. And she went round town. Nice, what's it called? Straight jacket suplex. Locks the arms in and gets Zarya up and over. Gives Kamitani the chance to tag out and bring in Momo Watanabe, who's looking for the pin. Quick cover, gets only a one. Momo going to keep the pressure on. Target the lower extremities of Zarya. We've seen time and again the Black Peach. Well, she's finding her footing here in IPW. A very successful debut for her in singles action, heading into Love Dive, beating Ren Sinclair. And now a step up, I feel, with Vakir and Zarya as competition. Those two, not, well, although familiar with tag team action, they're certainly prolific in IPW. Zarya tries to take waist control. Momo does the same, but it is going to be Watanabe who capitalizes her own side Russian leg sweep with a flurry of punches to follow suit. Watanabe has Zarya in control, spins her out into the knee. A rip cord knee strike. And Momo, this is her domain, ascends up top, looking to fly the double knees. The Sonato avoided. Zarya can't capitalize on the mistake. Or can she, brother? Irish whip sending Watanabe to the corner. Tag made, Vakir legal. Another Irish whip combo. Backdrop to follow it. Vakir in the ring. Reverse sent running. Momo as Vakir trapped in the corner. The Black Peach unloading some kicks down low. Now some knees. Vakir struggling. Sat down, but she fights out that corner. Momo, though, catches her. Irish whip reversal. Vakir puts Momo into hate territory. Well, she's not going to allow Momo to get out of dodge too quick as the leg is being pulled after that dragon screw leg whip. Momo hooks up Vakir. Up and down. Big time underhooking suplex there. Momo into the cover for a 2. A variant of that Peach Sunrise. Momo charges in. Pulls back on the head. You got to feel that Momo building up for that finisher. We know she can launch it at any given moment. Spear! My word, that came out of nowhere. Zarya connecting with a big spear. Well, she's amped up from it. Drops Watanabe. Momo just walks back into the grasp of Zarya. Fights out of it, though. Maybe it was a bait and switch. Irish whip going to work out for Watanabe, and tag will also follow suit. Saya now legal. And well, it's a bit of evening out the punishment as a backdrop in tandem. Oh! Tornado kick to the back. Saya connects and drills that home into Zarya, but Vakir there to break it up. Watanabe brought into the picture now. And she's fired up. Tries to land the senton. Zarya evades that almost game-ending maneuver. Surprisingly, Zarya not going to tag out. Instead, looking to choke out Watanabe. Hangs her out to dry off that top rope. Cover here as well. Quick kick out from Momo. And while Saya did enter the picture, she wasn't needed. Zarya watching on. Not going to be able to tag out this time. Momo tries to connect, can't do so. It's Zarya in control, the prospect or former prospects champion. Lining up her prey. The taunting begins once again, and well, she can't connect. Momo gonna make her pay. A knee to the back of the skull. Tag made. Vakir now legal. Vakir kick down south. Hooks up Momo for an SVB. Drives the knee into the back. Cover here. Momo down. 2. Kick out. Watanabe survives. A dire situation. Vakir. Devil's kiss once again. Momo not going to fall prey to any more offense from Vakir. Well, I may have spoke too soon. Instead, she's going to eat a punch. Catches the kick, though. That could have been the setup to another SVB. But the Irish whip reverse. Vakir can't keep the punishment going. Is going to charge in. Catch the knee. Dragon screw. Down goes Momo. She's in trouble here. Vakir not going to be the one to finish off her prey. Instead, tags out. Momo nips up. Oh, kitchen sink comes flying. She threw everything into that one as well. Tag out. In comes Saya. Zarya. Meet the high-flying offense of Kamitani. Lands the drop kick and she continues to ascend. Drops the moon stomp as well. She's not done. Ascends once more. This time. Oh! Corkscrew, Phoenix Splash, whatever you want to call it. She tries for it, can't get it. Zarya got them knees up in time. Kamitani nips up. Combo comes through. Zarya's offense stopped. Halted in its tracks. Tag made. Momo chasing down the target. Oh, chop to the back. Boom. Nice kick as well. Watanabe striking with true grit. The Irish whip, though, reversed here. As Zarya now has the Black Peach on the ropes for only a moment. Spoke too soon as now Watanabe controlling the battle on the outside. The count slowly rises as the Black Peach delivering punishment. A count of 7. Will Watanabe return Zarya to the ring? The answer currently is no. It's Zarya breaking the count before the 10, and so does Momo. The action staying alive. No count out here for this one. Watanabe escaping. The Black Peach hooks her up for a peach sunset. Zarya in trouble. A scooped up, slammed down. Momo into the cover. Vakir is in the ring and she will break it up. Watanabe ascending once more. Zarya sits up, avoids the double knees. The Sonado not going to work out. And Zagaria can send Watanabe to enemy territory. Not going to tag out, though. A scoop slum of her own, putting down Momo. Zarya ascends to the second turnbuckle. Spear connect. That was not what I expected to see. Watanabe flattened. Momo in trouble. Zarya charges in, can't connect. Once again, failing in the corner, and well, Momo's going to make her pay. Reversal of fortune. Momo charges in, the big running knee strike. And now some boot scrapes. Why not? Bang! The big shot busts open Zarya in the cover to follow it up. We saw a Peach sunrise, and now we see the Peach take the win and Hate secure a massive dub in the tag team division. If we take a look at these replays, Zarya hitting that spear out of nowhere. Big offense there, and then Saya, this twisting, corkscrewing through the sky to deliver the boot to the back. Saya did then go landing the moon stomp, then ended up missing that 450, corkscrew 450. In the end, it's Momo to secure the dub.
Here are your winners, Sarah, Carrie, Tammy, and Black Bee.
But it is Hate. Hate that secure the win here tonight. Well, she's finally here. She's found herself on Primetime, and she's been given some time to talk here tonight. She's here to make an impact. The Red Queen. Obviously, we saw her in a losing effort on Love Dive to Big Time Bex, but she's here to make an impact. And that's a statement made. Here, mic drop as well. The Red Queen looking for a quest for gold.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds. All ego, Ethan Page.
Hard to believe we're already at our co-main event, but welcome to our second locked-in qualifier. The Television Championship, to be exact, is what these stars are going to be vying for if they make it to the live event. But to get there, you have to go through this fatal four-way. Out first, the man that's all about the ego, Ethan Page. Ready to break out, shall we say, here into this television division. But a man that's not unfamiliar with this division. Former television champion. And outright one of the strongest combo fighters IPW has ever seen. Former kickboxing champion, the Dutch sensation. Alistair Black. Arguably favorite in this qualifier. He has been and done it all in this division. He's reached the mountaintop. The last man outside of the champion to do that. Now he wants to get into that cage and take back his prize. Of all the people in this bout, in a carnage of a fatal four-way, it is realistically down to picking your spot. One quick black mass, the lights go out, and, well, Black could be securing the dub. Page and the other two in this bout need to have their wits about them. Need to be wary of Alistair. Because in the blink of an eye, this bout could be over. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
And from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 233 pounds, Pat McAfee!
This is a very insane man. Last time he was in a fatal four-way was the Conquest qualifiers, where he won against Tricky Willie, Dirty Dom, and Umaga to qualify for that 8-man Conquest bout. And while there's less spots, I should say, for this locked-in match, McAfee, he is kind of the second fiddle, the second best option for this battle. Well, let the fires burn as we welcome Pac to this four-way. The strive. He's confident. He can deliver.
From Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 94 kilos, Penta!
I'm gonna be honest with you. Matchup like this, Penta, well, in the Conquest qualifiers, struggled. Obviously here for Locked In, it's a completely different field to be going after. The stars that are involved, I'm going to be honest, but in anything can go type of field, I don't know how this one will go. One thing's for sure, I love carnage. I love opportunities like this. And well, it's going to be explosive. It's going to be aggressive. And hopefully a little bit offensive. Just because Love Dive is out the way doesn't mean I can't drop Hive references into these broadcasts. As that's a nice pump kick from Page, dropping Penta, but McAfee gonna capitalize, delivering a vertical suplex, but he meets the boots of Black to his face early into this affair. Alistair launching himself with them springboard moonsaults. One of them landed flush, as we say, onto McAfee, but the second attempt fell short of everyone. And now the combo game begins for Black as he loads onto Page. McAfee battles with Penta. Springboard from Black this time to a laid out Page. Gonna connect with that press. We get a camera view around the ring. Action really up close and personal. There's vicious attack there by Page. Going to connect onto McAfee. Oh, and another. Pat laid out. Meanwhile, Black goes weapon hunting, as does Paige, and both come to the same conclusion, but it is Ethan that lands his conclusive shot first. The kendo sticks fly, and well, there's a Saito. And a super kick as well. Black connects onto Paige, and well, Penta does the same to McAfee. The kendo stick not really going to work out for Black, as Ethan again going to stop him in his tracks. Penta goes hunting for a kendo stick. This time he's not going to be able to swang that dang. As McAfee watches on, taunting. Sling blade though going to be come through from Penta to, they'll just keep McAfee at bay. Pat hooks up it. Ethan, and well, Ethan fights out of that grasp happily. Gonna catch the kendo stick as well. So far, what I have learned from this bout is only Ethan Page can swing a kendo stick and have it hit someone. McAfee caught here, tossed with the fall-away slam by All Ego Ethan Page. And well, Ego pops up and brings him down with the power slam. McAfee flattened. Kendo stick swang. Penta looking to fly. And fly he does, landing with the crossbody. But that landing had a fatal ending. A kendo stick swang from Page straight across his thang. All Ego returns to the ring. Has McAfee right where he wants him. May have been going for that Ego's edge, but McAfee happy to stop it. But a swirly comes through. Page gonna stop McAfee in his tracks, and that's not good for Pat. Nice work there. I thought for a second there we were getting a missile dropkick brainbuster combo from Black and Penta. Not to be the case, because Penta's dropkick, while it connects, Black's unable to get that vertical brainbuster up and down. And Page escaped out the back. The action back in the ring. Page's boot once again caught, and well, he's going to meet that DDT from Black head on. Black Mass! That came from out of nowhere. Penta's there though to break up the pin. Black though needs to get rid of Penta from this situation. A bit of a gunstun might do that. Or he's going to keep the punishment going on to Penta. Hooks him up. Will he bring him down? The answer's no. Penta escapes out the back. What's Page got in mind here? Hooks the arms. Up and over. McAfee a hard landing. Penta connects with the dropkick. Sweeps out the leg. Up. Stalls in the corner. Bang with the boots. I don't know what Page connected onto McAfee with, but he is going for the cover. And now he's alley-ooping Penta up and down, power slam. Black's out of the equation. Penta could be out of it, but McAfee, he's fighting and going for the cover. Black's getting to his feet, as is Page. Cover here. Oh, nearly. McAfee almost stole it under the guise of everyone. But he sat down, put down. Black connects with Meteora, and that gets rid of McAfee from the matchup for the moment. A lot of M's in that sentence. But my oh my. What about we've got here? DDT from Black as he sweeps out the legs of Penta. 2 of the 4 stars exit the ring to avoid follow-up punishment. Page into the cover. McAfee into the ring, though. He's going to be able to break that up. Pat. Loves Penta. Penta maybe looking to end Black here. But he catches McAfee. Swirly again. McAfee, I think, going for a Hurricane Rana. Twice gets caught. Black with a brain buster. This time he gets it. But it's in the face of ego. All ego Ethan Page, I should say. Oh, big shot there from Black. That was like a back fist. I don't know what he connected with Penta on. Roll up here. McAfee trying to steal it, but a slow count from Big Man Lemon means this bout still continues on. Penta gets the beauty shot in onto Black, that shining wizard. Inside the ring, McAfee trying to go German suplexing Page, but All Ego's having none of it. And instead, abdominal stretch applied. McAfee escapes that perilous position. Scissor takedown from McAfee. And again, no kendo stick shot going to work out for Black. Instead, it's Ego and McAfee that's connected. I spoke too soon. Black mass lands flush onto Pat. Well, All Ego, Ethan Page. He's dropped Penta. Penta's fired up though. Meteor from Black. Penta hooks up Ethan. Snake Eyes. Big time knee from Black. He drops Penta. Now he just needs to put away McAfee. He drags him up with the boot, and it's a kiss goodnight. Black mass connects. Why not? Springboard moonsault. Penta's down. Black not done. He tries to go for another moonsault. He should have just pinned Pat because he had this match won. Penta's going to capitalize. Oh, nearly. Page couldn't break it up. That was close. McAfee watching as Black can't get him up and down again. That stalling as he gets the opponent up sky high. It doesn't work out. Page is stunned. What? Big time knee. Penta's up. Springboard. The knee connects from Black. He goes for the cover here. Page is out of it. But he's not out of the match just yet. He's grappled here. Black's going to save him. Hit him with a cutter. Roll up here. McAfee. Oh, nearly. Don't know about you, but I'm enjoying this. Carnage of your co-main event. Black with a nice German. Here in Germany, the big time knee connects. Black mass connects. Cover onto Page. Not who I would have covered. You just hit Black with your kill. Sorry, Penta with your kill. Hit McAfee with it as well. Cover here for Black. But Page is there. He keeps it alive. And he's going to put Black through a wall. No, he's not. Page twisting. All Ego connecting cover here. Penta taunting the strutting. Not going to cost him. Page took too long to go for that cover. And well, he's going to meet some knees to the back. Penta with his own cover. Black there to break it up. And somehow, we still have a co-main event going. Penta dropped McAfee in the cover. No one to answer. And it's going to be McAfee in a fatal four-way once again to pick up the dub. He lied in wait. He waited for the big shots to connect from Black to capitalize on the situation. Page connects there. Big shot onto Black. Drops him. Penta stops that pin and gets rid of Page, and then this pin out of nowhere.
Here is your winner, Pat McAfee!
What a match. A match of the year contender again. I'm laughing because that was insanity. And I love it. But McAfee will be battling for the television championship at Locked In.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the undisputed Women's World Television Championship.
Well, it's strange that she is entering first. But at Love Dive, the unexpected happened. And while she picked Asuka, she fell short. No championship around the waist of Fallon Henley here tonight, as the Empress of Tomorrow picked her timing to perfection. Fallon went down, and we had a new champion. And almost immediately after losing the belt, Eve Torres made it official. An automatic rematch for Fallon Henley here tonight. Clearly not coming alone either. Backed up by Kiana. Well, James was impactful during Love Dive. It wasn't enough to stop the Empress of Tomorrow taking one of the hardest prizes to take. Tonight, Asuka looks to repeat history. Repeat and prove it wasn't a fluke. Fallon during live events, she is a formidable force. But during television tapings, or during Primetime / Breakdown, when she defended across both, her records start to get skewed. She isn't solid during these shows. It is only when she is defending the big belt on the live event she becomes that monster. Tonight, she needs to find that monster energy if she is to beat the Empress. Your main event, the Undisputed Women's World Television Championship on the line. Alicia Taylor has official introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Chelsea, Michigan, Fallon Henley. And her opponent from Osaka, Japan, the undisputed Women's World Television Champion, Asuka!
Only 3 women now have held this championship. Nia Jax the first, Asuka the third, and Fallon the second. And well, a year-long title reign under her belt. She now looks to capture it for a second time. Our main event is on the way. And Asuka lands the first shots. Drops the former champion down and the cover comes through. A quick 1 count. And then the kick out comes through from Fallon. Henley not used to being on this side of the ring in a title bout, but she is able to compete regardless of the situation. A swinging neck breaker connects onto the Empress of Tomorrow, but Asuka quickly back on the offensive. Around the wall she goes. Fails with that drop kick. A prolific weapon she utilized at Love Dive. Best way we saw people attacking Fallon was just keeping the momentum going, but in a matchup like this, where it's less about the one-on-one, it is an Extreme Rules affair. Weapons, carnage, and all of the very much craziness can come into play here. This is a Fatal Influence playground if I've ever seen one. Big shot from Asuka. Connects on to the former champion. Drops her to the canvas on the outside. Now, obviously Kiana stood at ringside, can get involved as and when she chooses to. It is no DQ, so realistically anything does go. But Asuka's not allowing that to happen. She is keeping Fallon at bay. Fireman's carry on the outside, and well, a meeting with the hardest part of the ring for Henley. Return back in. Asuka ascending. Henley catches her. Lies in wait and strikes. The big thing about this sort of matchup, obviously, Kiana can get involved. Removal of turnbuckle pads. Bringing of weapons. Realistically, just being an all-round nuisance to distract Asuka. Fallon with a big shot. Gonna stop the flurry of offense that Asuka was on from minute 1 of this bout, let's be honest. The champion has been rolling. Oh, Shining Wizard. Drills into the skull of Fallon, but Henley's got a roll up. Quick kick out by Asuka to survive that early scare. The Empress, she's got a weapon. It's a big old ladder. Put into the picture. That's not good if you're Fallon. Oh, could have been taken up and over with German into it. Instead escapes out the back, and well, Henley gonna happily utilize the weaponry in front of her, namely this announce table, to punish the Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka caught. Henley happy to punish. This time able to drop the elbow into the chest of the Empress, and well, the boots follow suit as well. Kiana's got the referee distracted for some reason. It doesn't really matter in a no DQ affair because Henley's not in trouble. Fallon sent into the announce desk. A little bit of revenge there from Asuka. Champion code breaker. That's what won her the belt. Busts open the former champion as well. Kiana quickly backing away from Asuka. Realizes the Empress is a pretty scary thought to go tussling with. Fallon not going to back down. She sends Asuka into the barricade. Well, you can see the barricade starting to, glimmer a bit of a glitch. That impact was pretty hard. Asuka sent full force into it, and well, Fallon really keeping the momentum going. Almost a moment, escapes out the back door though. Not going to fall prey to that. Asuka tossed around. It is really just a reversal battle here. Asuka's landed the bigger shots. As the former champion, staggered, reeling, I would say. Turns the action into the ring. There we go, the armbar locked in. Keeping Fallon trapped. Henley able to escape it, and well, Fallon's going to be nice and toss in a trash can. Because there's a roll-up from Fallon, catching Asuka off guard. Good for only a 1, but Henley has the champion down now. Could look to utilize the weapons. Not going to do so. Instead, forces Asuka into the corner. Scoops her up, but can't slam her down. Instead, it's a little scorpion death drop from the Empress of Tomorrow. Kiana getting involved. She sends Asuka back into the ring. Oh, and that catches the Empress off guard, giving Fallon a chance to strike. Can't connect down low. Instead, has to opt to target the arm. It could have been the potential hoedown, but instead, Fallon able to escape out the back. Because Asuka stopped that initial offensive maneuver. Henley hunting for a weapon now. Oh no. She found a perfect bag of tricks. They're not going to be thrown out yet. Instead, pump handle hooked up, tossed over the shoulders. Henley with the pump handle suplex. She's not done hunting for weapons. Oh no, another table. This one though, going to go into the ring. Oh, gets caught on the champ. Fallon connects down low. Hold down. Cover for the former champ, looking to regain her gold. 1, 2. No, near fall. Asuka surviving. Fallon again opting for the cover. This time a little dirty, utilizing that middle rope, but it's only a 1. And well, Asuka escapes that perilous position. Now sends Fallon running. Spinning heel kick from the champion. Oh, and a back elbow. But here is what Kiana does best. She's got Asuka's attention, giving Fallon chance to get to her feet. Hooks her up. Oh, brings the neck crashing into the knee. Asuka spears the former champion. So used to having Fallon as champ. Used to calling it around the world. Asuka locks in the Asuka lock. Fallon in trouble. Will she tap here? The answer is a resounding no from the former champ. She escapes the hold. And now going to send Asuka up and over. Kiana's getting involved as well. Turnbuckle removed by James. Oh, Asuka tries to charge in. Missed. This time it's not going to connect. It was a big weapon on Saturday. But this time the weapon goes astray. And Fallon's going to capitalize. Side Russian leg sweep from the former champ. As she's found a weapon right for her picking. She's not even going to use it. Instead, Irish whip. Fallon sent into the ladder. Asuka puts her up and down. The head colliding with the steel rings of that ladder. Now the weapons can come into play. Trash can in the hands of the Empress Tomorrow. Not going to be swinging it at Henley. Instead stands it upright. Be potentially looking to send her into the trash. Henley tosses Asuka onto the ladder. Now has the chair in hand. And will try and swing it, but Asuka not going to have that hitter. Neither is Fallon letting Asuka hit her. The Empress. And Henley. Stalling out a little bit. The tempo is fast paced. A big time German. Asuka almost sent Henley through the ladder with it. But Fallon back to her feet quickly, realizes the danger of letting the Empress build momentum off of a big maneuver. A big explosive one, I should say. Lands with the chair. Fallon has seized control. This title match main event. It is delivering. Asuka and Henley trying to utilize that ladder. Neither able to get it. Instead, Fallon opts for the pump handle. Big time suplex. While she returns to the ring, the Empress is still out there. Trash Can now out there as well. Fallon tries to go sentoning into Asuka. The Empress not having it. Instead, puts Fallon on the ladder. The former champion escapes over the bottom and Wall slides underneath to trip Asuka. Big time maneuver there. Oh, big shot. Asuka eating steel chair. The referee eating up the words of Kiana James right now. Fallon tries to put Asuka on the ladder. Asuka not going on it. Instead, she's getting pump handled once more. Fallon connecting. And Asuka could have one of the shortest reigns in the history of IPW. Oh, big time famouser. The crowd cheering for one more. But I've got a feeling we're not getting any more. Asuka down for the count. 1, 2, 3. And we have a new Women's World Champion. I should say, the gold has returned to Big Fallon Henley. And in the early stages of this bout, Asuka really dominated. But once we got out here with the ladder in play, Fallon took over. Not one, but 2 pump handle suplexes, a famouser, and it was a big kiss goodnight to Asuka's title.
Here is your winner, and the new undisputed Women's World Television Champion, Fallon Henley.
The best way to describe it, Asuka's reign can be classed as a fluke, I guess, with the title returning back to Fatal Influence. Thank you for joining me for this impactful night of IPW Primetime. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you for Breakdown on Thursday. Peace out.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking